What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We're going back to the Apex this weekend for the fight night. Perez versus Taira. Tatsuro Taira's first ever main card appearance, let alone main event appearance. And I mean, I'm not mad because this boy's been climbing the ranks. But as always, go down and like and subscribe before we jump into the action. Comment your picks for the card. Comment your bets, your parlays. We want to hear them. And I'm Paul. Pick and win them, Concha, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. It's your boy Kev, Waterboy Savoy, aka the Don PRE. Always the realest on your screen. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Pablo. I don't know a goddamn thing about this card. Like I was literally looking at this and I was like, they took away the main event, the co-main. I was like, I at least knew one of the people on the co-main. I was looking at this card, I just keep seeing EVs and OVs and RAs, and I'm just like, fuck. So enlighten me on who are the hitters on this card.
So this card doesn't bring a lot of name value, no star power. I mean, the one person they have a name value is the main events, of course, with the flyweights, which is already a division that Dana White doesn't really like too much. So these aren't these superstars. And then the co-main event was supposed to be Ikram Aliskerov, who unfortunately isn't going to be able to make it on this card because they just moved him to fill in against Robert Whitaker at UFC Saudi Arabia. So the only guy who had like actual good star power is no longer on this card. It doesn't really matter. He was like a minus 2,000 favorite anyway, so he's going to go in there and slaughter old boy. But instead...
Whoa. Slaughter who?
With the guy, I think it was like Antonio Torrecci was his fighter for this card. Somewhat, the guy didn't even have a UFC picture.
Okay, I thought you were saying like Hamzat was gonna destroy Whitaker. I just jumped in.
Ikram is filling in on that card, and he was supposed to co-main event this card, but because he's not anymore. Even though he was supposed to be like minus 2,000 favorite, it won't matter. But we gotta introduce our boy, y'all's boy, the one and only comedian Romeo Mack. Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Fashionably late. Damn, I ain't got my cigar. Fuck.
We're still hyping up this card. Honestly, this card, the only thing I can say about it is there's a lot of pickups. There's not going to be a lot of star power on here. Tatsuro Taira is a potential superstar of the future. He definitely got the Japanese behind him. But outside of that, there's some good pick'ems and a couple fun fights, but it's an Apex through and through.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I wish that like Zoom could have got that like entrance coming from like my screen because I had it like on one person. So out of nowhere, you just see Romeo talking about some gonna kill who, and I'm just like, oh shit, niggas are just pulled up like damn, nigga pulled up with a chopper.
What's going on, boys?
You caught us an Apex card this weekend.
Hey man.
Yeah, I'm not really caring about this card as much. I'm more on the Javante side, but I definitely do want to see some fights on this card though. A few.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a betting man, I feel like these are the cards where you kind of get some like quick checks real quick because like nobody knows who the fuck who these people are. Vegas don't know who's gonna win for real.
And that's why like these cards are good because this is how my boo. What's my boo? My Brazilian boo. I got so many. Silva. Natalia Silva, right? In that
Natalia Silva.
Yeah, she popped up on like a card like this. Like this is where you start seeing the motherfuckers start whooping. Like Izzy, I remember he popped up on like a card like when he first was coming before the Brunson fight and all that, the little fights before that. Like, yeah, this is where you find out who's the shit. So when they do come up to the other cards, and it like when that Silver girl, when she finally got up, she was the underdog. And I was like, oh, this is easy money. And she beat the shit out that girl.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot of name value, but there's gonna be like this is where people start making
yeah. So these cards be granted, it also could just suck and be like, nigga, that's why you was on the motherfucking Apex card.
Yeah, exactly.
But someone in this bitch is a beast that's gonna be recognized. Well, you know what I'm saying?
The main fight that people are buzzing about, where there is potential two beasts going at it, that whoever wins this fight is gonna be prepped to go on and do some nice things. Is not the featured prelim, but it's right before the featured prelim. You got Tager Ulanbekov, 15-2. You know what a name like Ulan Bekoff. You know what the fuck he's about. And then you got Joshua Van, the 10-1. He's American. He looks Hawaiian, Polynesia. I don't know what he's got going on, but he has been whooping ass in the UFC. 3-0 in the UFC, 10-1 record. And these are both just flyweight prospects. Well, yes, Joshua Van's a much bigger prospect. He's 22, so if he loses this fight, he got time to get better. Whereas Ulan Bekov is 32, kind of in his prime, got to get shit going now. But still, these are still two guys younger in their UFC career. Whoever wins this is just, jumping some ranks in the flyweight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them, but I am familiar with my boy Josh Quinlan. Yo, he about to. Y'all ain't familiar
I
with
know you
Quinlan?
knew Josh Quinn. I took Adam Fuguet in that fight only because Fuguet's a good wrestler and he's the underdog. And in my parlay, that underdog, that plus money was hitting every time I added him in there.
But we hating.
But no, Josh Quinlan, what did you call him?
I just said Quinlan. I was like, Quinlan, I fuck with him, dog. Once I seen him, I was like, all right, they putting some niggas on this shit. Some some real niggas, yo. Like,
Dynasty Warriors.
yeah, I like him, man. He fights. I'm
Yeah,
looking at the card now because I ain't really
Is he a striker? What's he throwing hands? He's a striker.
he's pure striker.
Ain't he knocking niggas out?
He's pure striker. Yeah, I don't think I've seen him shoot a takedown. I don't know if he got that in his bag, but all I've seen, I think he's been a slight underdog in both, and like he's fresh to UFC also, but he's not like he's a pick'em favorite here. I think he was an underdog in his last fight. He came in and won, and me and Romeo both picked him to win on like the live that fight card. So like since then he's held like a good spot with us because we're like, yo, swole Asian motherfucker.
Yo, hold on, I'm looking at the card now. The first card, that shit gonna be lit. The first fight.
Oh, Costa, the Mazakal guy. I just always know him because his hair.
I know him. Really, not the vitiligo.
I see, bro. Jimmy come out with
this
red.
Nigga said, "I don't see skin color."
Does Jimmy come out with bright red hair and a green dot in the middle? I mean,
the nigga look like a cow. He got spots like a Dalmatian. You remember his hair?
I'm upset.
He's got vitiligo.
Tell me, first thing you see.
Oh, I do know Jit. Yeah.
And what you going for, Kev?
All right, true, man. Oh, I know. Vitiligo.
You coming out with that Ginyu Force haircut, bro? There ain't no fucking chance. Sorry, I forget that I didn't see.
Yeah, and he be coming out with that Pokemon food skin. Remember, it had the white with the black in the middle, like it was white and black. That went over y'all head. But anyway, the dude he fighting, that nigga's a problem too.
The Asian guy.
Yeah.
Fought a lot. The Asian guy. He had a crazy record. Yeah, 39-11.
Like, is he on a 2-fight win streak? My shit loaded.
It is the low-key Asian card because Taira is headlining. It's not because of the time or anything, because it's definitely still gonna be a night card in Vegas, but it's because Tatsuro Taira is the main event.
And he Japanese or some shit?
Yeah, he's a problem, bro. I can't wait for that fight. Honestly, that fight is the best thing.
There's not too many Japanese fighters either.
No, that's why he's solid. Like him and Rinya Nakamura has been Nakamura's young also. He's those two holding it down for Japan right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, Chinese dude finna knock dude out, son. Straight like that. Finna knock this. Little vitiligo, he finna get dropped.
Yeah, you got the other dog. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. The only time I think I've seen Costa fight was when he lost. Yeah, it was his last fight.
Bro, I don't look. My shit going slow, but that other dude, Asian boy, that's a grown ass man, dog. You finna go up in there and be like, "Yo, I just seen my sensei knock out Deontay Wilder." Yeah.
Say his name. Say his name.
Asian dude.
Yeah.
See, when I don't know, I don't attempt. I go for a comedic. I don't be like, Thailand Nurbin 9. Yo, this Asian ass nigga, the Chinese boy.
Well, then we got a couple more prospects. Nate Maness, who's known for his bloody wars. Nate the Train taking on Jimmy Flick.
Oh, this Nate the Train? What
Nate the Train, man. Yeah, he's one of the bigger favorites, minus 575.
Nate
the Train?
Is that not Nate the Train? Oh, no. Nate the Train's Nate Landier.
You played me.
What's this guy's nickname? I know Mayhem. I don't know no Mayhem. I've seen him fight. I've seen him fight because Umar beat him. That's where I know him from.
Yo, who's this? This Fernandez chick. Who that?
on the.
I gotta.
This nigga. I was telling
Oh,
somebody about you, Romeo. I was like, yeah, that's a freaky ass nigga. I was like, you see that funny nigga with the do-rag? That's a freaky ass nigga.
This is
and,
Carl.
then,
I just know-
and then the nigga was like, he a 69 god. I was like, exactly.
Yeah, no, she not bad.
yeah, but Fernandez, she's 0-2. She got to win this fight and to keep her spot in the UFC. And
God damn.
she's going up against someone who I think is making their UFC debut.
You see this bitch Tapology pic? She holding her flag up. That bitch is like this, like fucking. What's that one dude? Brunson.
Yeah, big brother.
She got Brunson shoulders in her. God damn. With a camel toe. I don't like it.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, I'm sure my feelings will change outside. I'm like, that's nigga. I was tripping.
Once you bet some money, once you won some money off of them, you're like, oh yeah, top 5, top 2.
All right. Well, we try to talk about this card as much as we can. Now we just got to wrap it up with the main event. That's really what people pulling in for. Tatsuro Taira, big step up in his career, taking on Alex Perez, coming off the Nicolau knockout. Taira minus 190, Perez plus 165. It was a little closer earlier in the week. Now the odds have gone a little bit more towards Taira's favor. This is his first 5-rounder. This is Perez's. I mean, he's been in a title fight against Figgy. None of those went 5 rounds, but still, he has the experience. You could say that. So, how do we see this fight going? The new young blood Taira going to come in and pass the test with flying colors, or is Alex Perez and the old guard going to stand firm?
I think Taira, last time I seen him fight was when he put that pressure on Brody and got the KO. So I'm like, is this another fight where he can put that pressure on this motherfucker, or does dude have like wrestling in his bag?
Perez got some wrestling. He's solid. I mean, Pantoja submitted him, and so did Figgy. But those are still two.
Exactly.
Those are hitters though.
Yeah, but Taira isn't more of the submission guy. Like, he has submissions, but his wrestling, his offensive wrestling is really good. Like, if he wants to put you in that position, he's gonna put you there. Pause. But that's I don't know if the submissions will be on the table. I think it's just, can he get it?
Okay.
No, not on the Asian.
You think it goes 5?
I'm talking about Taira has really good wrestling. It's up to him.
I thought you were saying Alex.
Yeah, for him to, I think that's what a lot of people want to see is like, we know you can wrestle, but now can you take that good position and turn them into finishes against higher competition?
Hell yeah. I don't know. I think if you say keep that relentless pressure, he's not one to be fucked with. What do you think, Romeo? Who you got in this dude?
The Japanese dude.
Do you just believe in Japan like this, or do you?
No. Y'all know damn well. Yellow be shading me, so I shaded back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always. But I am going for him because he can fight. You know what I'm saying? Just like who that? Song Yadong? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little Chinese dude, like, he could fight. You know what I'm saying? The ugly dude that there's the leech.
Lee.
Korean zombie. You know what I'm saying?
Conway Lee.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like,
that thumbs up right there.
Yeah, fuck yeah, yo. That's a dick up. But when I'm sorry. Nah, but yo, dude can fight, you know what I'm saying? And yes, he has a strong wrestling and all that, but he can strike. He can strike. I feel like dude is gonna do the most. Alex, I mean, he's gonna do the most to not end up on the ground, and that's gonna make him end up on the ground. You know what I'm saying? The Japanese dude, he's gonna use his Japanese arithmetics to figure out how long it's gonna take to get him tired to the point where the dude's gonna start grabbing.
You be shit. That's what I know. I want everyone watching to know I'm standing up for him, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying Tatsuro, he's gonna fuck him up. He's gonna hit him with a sumo move. Nah, but he's nice, dog. And honestly,
and blonde hair art
inside the distance.
The moment he dyed his hair blonde, he's yet to see the judge. So
can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, ever since USADA's been gone, these other countries that are very known for having hot athletes, they athletes been looking swole as fuck.
Nah, Japanese don't ever have hot athletes. They're like the most anti-steroid thing there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their boxing is the most, like, the hardest testing.
Was Pride in Japan or China?
could have sworn it was in Japan. But
That's Japan, I believe.
all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
And they were
about that.
juiced to the T. I'm telling you, dog.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I just know the boxing commission in Japan don't fuck around. That's why, like, when you get one ban, it's a life ban. You don't get a
It's
more.
probably because they got caught fucking around in karate or some shit. They're like, we got to keep this clean. We must, you know.
Niggas say you get banned one
Yeah.
time, you go immediately to the underground arena.
Nah, but yeah, watch. He gonna come in bigger. We're gonna be like, he a little bigger than normal.
Nah, bro. Now we just hating, bro. That boy,
Yeah, of course. I mean, duh. I mean, I already said good things. You said the evil was to come.
Yeah, the Tatsuro Taira is honestly him, and there's only one other Japanese fighter that's worth, in my opinion. There might be others, but there's only two that are really worth tuning in for. It's him and Rinya Nakamura, who's also like 20 years old, wrestling background. For whatever reason, Japan can produce some solid wrestling. Striking is where they
wrestling over there in Japan. They usually do decent in the Olympics.
So it should be a good little matchup. If Perez can now Perez starts stuffing some takedowns, that's where I think this is where we have to see what Taira is really made of. Because if he gets stuffed and Perez is the one you're trading with, Perez is slow and old, but Perez hits like a truck. And that's just we're gonna see if Taira can take them shots.
He could hit like a truck, but Tatsuro is about to pull a Godzilla. That movie was fire, and Godzilla went ham, and he gonna follow in the footsteps.
Well, I got my boy Taira by finish.
Inside the distance, yes.
Yeah, inside. I'm not picking finish I'm not picking KO or anything. I just go inside.
I'm just going inside. And if he goes this decision, that's that -1 shit.
So I'm not gonna lie. I think if this goes decision, Perez might have a shot because the 4th and 5th round is foreign territory.
I don't even think it's gonna make it that far. I think the furthest it might get is the 3rd.
Yeah, I think so. I think Taira is like that for him. There has been some fraud checks.
Me too.
There has been some fraud checks in UFC lately. So wouldn't be too shocker if this guy is all of a sudden, don't look too hot.
Yeah, that's true too. But I don't know. Those guys are big on honor.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is first. I mean, he only fought. Some Kevin Price. Like he only fought on the beginning. He was the very first fight on all his fights on every card, and it wasn't because they didn't want him on the main card or the prelim. It was because the Japanese people time difference. He just wanted to fight early enough for his people to watch. And I was like, bro, gotta fuck with this dude.
Yeah, he about to go ham, dog.
All right. Well, we should catch y'all, boys. That was UFC Apex this weekend. Nothing too crazy. Something light. We gotta go UFC Saudi Arabia, UFC 303. 303 might have that coming in the next couple of weeks as well. But as always, stay tuned. Go down, like and subscribe. Comment your picks. Thank you for watching Totally Blitz podcast, and always go check out comedian Romeo Max stuff. He's coming every week, new content coming every Saturday with live streams. Yeah. And if y'all didn't know, well, now y'all know, motherfuckers.
Nah.